welcome to Employment Law class. Today we will look at section 4 of unit 2, which deals with managing the employment relationship. Session objectives. By the end of this session, you should be able to describe how to manage the employment relationship. Now, human resource specialists can contribute to the development of positive and productive employment relationship in the following ways. What means that the duty to ensure that employment relationship is being managed will, in one way or the other, fall on the HR specialist, and he has a duty to perform to ensure that employment relationship in the company is very strong. Now, what are some of the things that is required to do? During recruitment interview, he has a duty to perform. What he has to do is that he has to present, in relation to the job, the favorable terms and unfavorable terms, the good side and the bad side, the advantage and the disadvantage associated with the work, so that the employee will still make a decision as far as the employment is concerned. Perhaps when he get a chance and he's being selected, he has to decide whether or not to take the offer or not, upon considering all the favorable and unfavorable side of the employment. You also have induction programs. So the HR specialist must also ensure that during the induction programs, he has to make it plain, or he has to set out the core values of the company, the procedures that they have to follow in case they want to make complaint, the standard that they are expected from them, so that these employees will be clear in their mind as what the company is expected from them. With that, they will feel comfortable because they know what they are expected from them, and they will put in much effort to achieve those standards. Also, he has a duty of issuing and updating employees' handbook that will enforce message delivered in induction program. So most of the time, some of the organization may give employee handbook. The handbook contains certain core values and policies of the company. The HR specialist must ensure that any updates is being incorporated in the handbook and should be given to the employees. With that, they will be able to refer it anytime they want. And if there are any clarification that they want to seek, they can consult the HR specialist for explanation. Another way is by encouraging the development of performance management process that ensure that the performance expectations are agreed and reviewed regularly. So here, any expectation or any performance that were expected from the employees, it is sometimes better to consult or to make the employees known, for them to agree that, look, this is what you want you to do. We have reviewed it. This is what we want you to do. The standard is set. You are part of the standard setting process, and where possible, it is reviewed. Once the employee is part of the performance management process, he knows exactly, and because he is part of the process, he's going to put in much as far as to maintain good employment relationship. Also, by encouraging the use of personal development plan that spell out how continuous improvements of performance can be achieved, made by self-managed learning. Another way is that by using learning and development programs to underpin core values and define performance expectations. Now, the HR specialist must undertake training program or design training program that will highlight on the core values of the company and take the employee through. This also defines the expectation, what are expected from these employees. Once they go through the learning process, they will be able to equip, or they will become more aware of the core values of the company as well as what they are expected from them, and they will live to achieve those core values and performance. Another way is by ensuring through the manager and the team leader training that manager and team leader understand their role in managing the employment relationship through such processes as performance management and team leadership. So in most cases in a company, you have departments, and each department has its own leader. Now, these leaders might sometimes be given training. Once they are able to give them training, they understand their role in the employment contract, or they understand their role in the organization, where they are able to impart those training that they went through to their colleagues or those who work under them. Also, by encouraging maximum amount of contact between managers and team leaders and their team members to achieve mutual understanding of expectation and to provide a means of two-way communication. Communication is a good tool for every improvement in the organization. Now, it shouldn't be the case that the manager and the team leaders are not able to communicate often. There should be a room for the managers and the team leaders to communicate often, so that if there's any information that needs to be passed from the manager to the team leader and subsequent transmission to the members, it will be done. Now, when there's consistent transfer contact with the managers and team leaders, there's kind of cordial relationship, or there's kind of a friendly relationship between the manager and the team leader. And because the team leader is also going to pass those information to the members, they will be able to understand what they are expected from them, and they will be able to give feedback to the team leader, and the team leader will be able to pass it to the managers, and it will get to the employers as well. Now, when this is done, they all feel that they are all involved in the management or the operation of the company. No one is left out. And with this one, it will lead to enhancement of employment relationship. You should also adopt a general policy of transparency. Here, anything that is affecting the employee, it should be made known to the employee. Things should not be hide from the employees. The employees should be made aware certain policies that affect them, decisions that will affect them. Procedures must be made known to them. Also, by developing HR procedure covering grievances handling, discipline, equal opportunity, promotion, redundancy, and implemented fair and consistency. What we mean is that there should be a procedure for employees to submit their grievances. The discipline procedure from the company should be obvious. There should be equal opportunity, and when there's promotion, it should not be communicated to only few people without necessarily making it known to all those employees who qualify to apply. Now, by developing and communicating HR policies covering major areas of employment, development, reward, and employee relations, you should also understand that employment relations can also be improved when the company addresses all issues concerning employment development program. So the development program has to do with preparing the employees for future tasks. Issues of reward is very key. When employees work in a company and they don't see any reward, most of the time they are not happy, and it will show from their work that they are not giving out their best. So once these areas are improved, it will enhance employment relationship by ensuring that reward system is developed and managed to achieve equity, fairness, consistency, and transparency in all aspects of pay and benefit. There should be a strong and effective reward system that will enhance equity, fairness, so that if you set a target in this year, if the company reach its target or exceed its target, everybody is going to receive this amount. Or in this year, all marketing personnel, if you are able to exceed your target, you are going to be awarded. This will help the employees to put in their best. Generally, by advising on employee relation procedure, processes, and issues that further good collective relationship. Now you are saying that where advice is necessary, you give it to the employees. The procedures to address issues must be made known to them as well. In this session, we try to explain how to manage employment relationship for effective outputs. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.